All right, hello, welcome to 30 minutes of Pilates mobility flow. So we're going to be flowing through this workout. We're going to be mobilizing our back, our pelvis, our hips, our knees, our ankles, arms, shoulders, everything. So we're going to be focusing on mobility. We're going to flow from one sequence into the next. And we're just going to feel great afterwards, I hope. We're going to have a little bit of deep breathing to finish off with, just for a minute or so to round it off. Plenty of dynamic mobility work and plenty of strength work to coincide with it. All right, so if you are feeling fit and well, I'd love for you to join me right now. So here we go. Why don't we get started? So let's find our neutral stance first. Always important to get to our optimal position. Find your hip bones, take a look down and make sure your knees and your ankles are directly underneath your hip bones. Then we want to think about 4 points of the feet. Big toe, little toe, inside of the heel and outside of the heel. All 4 points are in contact with the floor around the same level as well. So we're not leaning over to one side as we are doing this. We are central in our approach. Let's bend through the knees. Think about those middle 3 toes as a line of sight for the kneecaps. Hands around the pelvis and let's rock the pelvis forward and back. So we always start with a bit of back mobility, waking up the lumbar spine, waking up the abdominals. Exhale as we shorten the abdominals. So we exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. As we exhale, we naturally contract through the deep abdominals, pelvic floor, diaphragm contracts to help empty the lungs. As we inhale, we think about that 360 expansion, pelvic floor descending, diaphragm also descending as well. So exhale, inhale. Take your time with it. And if you want to get a little bit more range, we bend the knees a little bit more, and we're going to get a bit more range as we tuck under, open, tuck under, open. Good stuff. Right, let's think about actually bringing it into neutral. So lengthen out through the legs. All 3 points of the pelvis looking forward. Take a breath in, lift. Open up the chest. Let's go through the feet. So we're just walking through the feet. Toes stay pinned to the floor. Now really think about this. We're not driving the knees out this way. We're driving the knees forward over maybe the second toe. That's the direction we're looking at, as long as your toes look forward. So we are looking forward. Warming up through the feet, through the toes, through the longitudinal arch of the foot. That's what we want to do as well. So let's turn the feet over, turn the toes over. It's important to get everything warmed up. We don't do this enough. When do we have it in our lives? Unless we purposely do it. Turn the toes over to stretch the top of the foot as well. Very important. All right, let's come into a bit of lateral flexion, reach up and over. Breathe into it. If you find that at any point you think, oh, that's a nice stretch, I'm just going to hold that for a moment. Settle into it, breathe into it, drive the leg down. So we're trying to drive, as we bring the left arm up and over, the left hip drives to the floor and the left rib cage reaches up over the head. So enjoy that stretch. All right, one more. Well, let's come into rotations. So circle the arms back, keep the hand within your eye line as well. We don't lose that. If we're rotating through the spine, we need to rotate through the neck as well. One more each side. And let's come into a little bit of flexion extension through the upper back. If your brain just does not compute with this, with the waves, you can close and open instead. So if you can, we flow through. If not, you simply close and open. Wonderful. All right, let's start working into the hips. We do a semicircle, lift and lower. Same again the other side, semicircle, lift and lower. Come into 2 lateral flexions. Circle back and then close and open the chest. Twice. Let's go again. Semicircle, lift, lower with the legs. Now if you find I'm going a little bit too fast, you can slow it down. You can stay with me or go at your own pace. So we're just building our sequence, our mobility flow. Back to the legs. Always into neutral first. To the legs. Lift, lower, other side. Into our lateral flexion, reach over, circle back, and then close and open the chest twice. All right, this time, little change with the legs. So we do our semicircle, we lift the knee, but we're going to open, close, and then lower. Same again on the other side, semicircle, lift, open, close, lower, into lateral flexion. Into our circle back, rotation through the spine, and then flex, extend through the spine. Let's go again. Semicircle, lift, open, close, lower. So warm it up through the hips, the glutes, getting everything a little bit more limbered up as we do. Get the arms to go back, and then close and open the chest. All right, let's add in some squats. So we squat, semicircle, lift, open, close. We go for another squat. So we're getting flexion through the knee and through the hip now as well. Reach up. Okay, this is the last time we're doing these arm movements. We're going to focus on the hips and the legs and bring the arms in a different way. So into our squat. Semicircle, lift, open, close, lower. Squat again. Into our semicircle, lift, open, close. Let's stay here. Another squat. So get used to coming into that squat move. And again. Semicircle, open. All right, let's go again. So we squat into our semicircle. As the knee comes up, we lift, open, close. Now bring the opposite hand to that front knee. So right arm towards the front leg, back to the center, then bring it back down into our squat again. Semicircle, lift, open, close, and then rotate towards that lifted leg. Back to the center, circle down, go again. So as we lift the leg, we lift the arms, out, in, rotate. Back to the center, circle the arms down. So encourage that scapular retraction as we circle the arms down. Get some really good opening through. So we're going to have another add in here. So squat, semicircle, lift, open, close, extend the leg as you reach the arm forward. Back to the center and then down. So from the other side, semicircle, lift, we open, we close, and then bring it back down. Same again. So our semicircle, we lift it up, open, close, rotate, center and down. So we should be feeling pretty warm by now. Right, one more time each side. Don't forget our semicircle. Lift, open, close first. And then down one more time. And then we're going to come down to the ground. Wonderful. All right, throw the arms. Adjust your mat if you need to. And then pull my forward ever so slightly. Come to the back of your mat now. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, drop the head around the shoulders. And let's roll all the way down. Feel that in the backs of your legs. Hamstrings, glutes. And then walk forward into down dog. Let's have a few pedal pushes here. So walk through the feet. Good stuff. Big exhale, drive the heels towards the floor, heart towards the shins. Really delve into that down dog. Onto all fours, and then arch out through the back and sit back into child's pose. Have a moment here. Enjoy that stretch through your back, relax your wrists. A few deep breaths, fill that rib cage. Then we come up onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath hips. Here we go, opposite arm to leg, push forward into that shoulder, bend the knee, reach behind towards the toes. Don't worry if you don't touch, it's the intention that matters. Extend, reach the arm out, open up the chest and thread the needle through. Open back up and then bring it back down. Same again the other side, opposite arm to leg, bend the knee, so we're not dropping the knee, bend the knee, reach behind to the toes, re-extend, keep the leg lifted. We lift open through the chest, travel through, open back up, and then back down. So we go again, opposite arm to leg. Bend, reach behind, re-extend. Now push forward into that shoulder. The more you push forward into that shoulder, the more stability you're going to have, because we're not relying on a single source, as in we're not just relying on the leg. All the way up. Now, what we need here is that core stability. If we end up dipping out through the back, we haven't got the core switched on. So we need that front part of the abdominals, the deep abdominals kicking in. So as we exhale, we elongate and we draw and we exhale, reach. Bend the knee, continue there. Wonderful. One more time on this side, then we're going to add in. So here we go. After that thread through, hand comes down, tuck the toes, come up into down dog. Just hold that stretch. So because we're doing so much glute and hamstring work, we are emphasising the down dog and the stretch we achieve through the down dog. Heels towards the floor, heart towards the shins. Good stuff. We then come back down. Let's go again. Opposite arm to leg. Bend the knee, reach behind, reach for those toes. Again, don't worry if you don't touch. Extend forward, open through the chest, thread the needle, back open and down. Same again on the other side. So we're reaching as far as we can. Tips of the fingers to tips of the toes, bending the knee. Now open out through the chest, travel through. All the way down, tuck the toes, up into down dog. Enjoy that stretch. So we're just using down dog for a good deep stretch. Right, down we come again. Opposite arm to leg. We reach, extend, open through the chest. And then come down. Wonderful. So we should be generating good heat through the glutes, the hamstrings, the whole torso, and then enjoying that stretch afterwards, up in down dog. So let's get a little bit deeper into down dog. Lift the heels away from the floor. So instead of being closed, we're lifting the heels, bend the knees, and then push the heart towards the knees. Pull the shoulder blades together as you do. Now keep the upper body where it is, and then re-lengthen the legs. So we're going to get deeper into down dog. Ooh. Let go, let it go. Let that stretch happen. Right, down we come. We're going to do that twice more before we move on. Opposite arm to leg. You bend, go for the toes, and now thread the needle. So 2 more opportunities to get deeper into that down dog. There we go. So same again, get into your down dog, get comfortable, feel your stretch. Elongate your head away from your neck, from your shoulders. Lift your heels away from the floor, contract through the calves. Now bend the knees, push the heart towards the knees, pull the shoulder blades together even more, and then lengthen the legs, keeping the body where it is. Hit the shoulders as well. Really immerse yourself in that stretch there. And then come down. All right, one more time through. So we should be achieving a bit more mobility through the hips, through the backs of the legs. That's what we need. We live in a bit more of a sedentary world, and we need to move more. Toes up you go. Last time before we move on. So lift the heels, bend the knees, push the heart as much as you can towards those knees, and then lengthen the legs. Ooh, very deep into that stretch. On to 4-4s, arch through the back, flip back into child's pose. Ooh. Wonderful. All right, more mobility. So onto your knees now. Knees underneath hips. So even though we're kneeling, we still need to be in our optimal position. So knees in line with hips. You come up, we drive up, and the feet are apart as well. So we're going to come into lateral flexion one way, then the other way, and then we exhale, lean back. We do that again. Over the head, and then lean back. Now, as you lean back, the distance between the pelvis and the rib cage stays the same. We just switch the glutes on. Superb. Right, let's add in. So we reach over, and then reach the arms forward. We rotate as we lean back one way, and then the other way. Go again, reach up and over. Other way. Reach the arms forward, rotate, lean back, and again. And of course, if you're struggling with your knees, you can do this in the seated position. We just come to here, then the other side, rotate, and that's where we go. Otherwise, we are in our kneeling position. That's only if you struggle with your knees, knee replacements, knee issues. You know the drill. Switch up and over. One more time here. Rotate and rotate. All right, this time, take the right knee out and bring it forward. Reach over to the right, then bring it back in. Left leg lift, bring it in and reach over. Stabilize, bring that leg back, arms forward, rotate and rotate. We do that again. Right knee comes through, left arm reaches over. So we get that stretch through that left side. And also we're stabilizing through that supporting leg. Arms forward. Right, let's go again. Reach up. Bring it in. Other side. Reach up. And bring it in. So we've got some really nice mobility work going on here. All right, one more time through. What about the rotation? Is that? All right, last time. Stabilize. Good stuff. Well done. And we rotate. One more. Wonderful. Right, so onto your bum. Bring the legs forward and then bring the soles of the feet together. Open up through the hips. Feel that stretch on your inner thighs, into your glutes, a little bit into your back. And then extend the legs forward. Bring the arms forward. We're going to come into supine. So we tuck the pelvis and we roll all the way down, keeping the feet in contact with the floor as we roll down, taking a full body stretch. Right, bend the knees, arms either side to begin, and then we delve into the abdominals, bring the lower back towards the floor, but we're not touching the floor with the lower back. We've got that natural curvature of the spine. We're not smushing it down, natural curvature. So from here, circle the arms over the head as you lengthen the leg. Exhale, bring the leg up, reach for the toes. You're looking at the knee, not the toes. Bring it back down. Bring the leg back in. Bring the arms back down. Go again on the other side. Circle the arms up. Exhale, press that other leg into the floor. The stabilizing leg as you lift the other one. And then bring the arms and the leg back in. Same again. Circle the arms up. Lengthen the leg. Exhale. Now let's circle the arms down now. So let's get into the habit of circling up, lengthening the leg, or joining above the torso. Re-extending, circling down. Right, this is where we can go with this. So extend both legs if you want to progress. Exhale, reach the arms up over the head. Continue the exhale, one leg lift. So bring the arms to either side. Circle down. Take your moment. Circle back up. You're skimming your hands along the ground to get that shoulder mobility. Head is on the floor, shoulders are in contact with the floor. Again, reach up. Circle down. And again. So we're going to move into our next installment. Okay, this time, if you want to go a little bit more, we extend both legs to the ceiling. Circle the arms up over the head. As you exhale, lift the shoulders and drop one leg down. Lift the leg back up. Squat. Lift the leg back up. Circle back round. Same again. So you exhale, circle the arms either side of the hips. Drop one leg. And drop the other leg. Circle back. This is our next option. We're looking at the knees, we're not looking at the feet. We're working slowly, shoulders away from the ears as we come up and down. And again. Now we can move on if we want a little bit more. Reach the arms up over the head and you exhale, keep the arms lifted over the head. And you drop one leg, drop the other leg. Lower down, bring the arms down either side of the hips. Go again. So reach the arms up over the head, biceps by the ears, curl the shoulders off the floor, drop one leg, lift, drop the other, lift, and then lower down. Ooh. All right, we're going to do 3 more here. Oh, goodness me. So whichever option you're going for, we now have 2 more. Superb. All right, 1 more time. That is it. Just 1 more. Where are we? Bring the knees in. Have a little rock and roll. Ease it off. Fantastic. Right, bring the feet to the floor. A little comfortable distance from your bum. We're going to place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Keep the left leg coming out instead of allowing it to drop in, and drop the right knee away. Pelvis is level. We're going to roll up through the spine into figure 4 shoulder bridge. We're then going to roll back down. Arms go wide. Lift the left heel and we drop the legs side to side. total of 4 times. Thinking about creating more distance between the pelvis and the rib cage as you go. Swap sides, left ankle on top of right knee. The right foot is flat to the floor. We drive up into our figure 4 shoulder bridge. Feel that lovely opening up of the hips. Roll back down, arms go wide, lift the right heel. Same again, 4 rotations. So we are just getting a bit more hip flexor mobility going on. We swap again, come up into shoulder bridge. A little bit more hip flexor mobility. Wonderful stuff. Alright, we're going to the other side again. By now your hips should be feeling a little bit freer, a little bit more open. We are doing one more time on each side. The right ankle on top of left knee. Really think about articulating through the spine, rolling, peeling the spine off the floor as we come up into that figure 4 shoulder bridge. Arms go wide. And then we swap sides for the last time. Accentuate that articulation, that glute drive, the heel drive into the floor. And then we go wide. Then bring it into the middle. Soles of the feet together, open up the knees. Keep the arms open, shoulders away from the ears. Into supine butterfly. Just be mindful that your lower back isn't too lifted away from the floor. And we are breathing deeply in and slowly out. With each breath, you feel the bottom of your rib cage, your upper abdomen inhale and inflate and deflate. Shoulders stay melted away from the ears. Minimal rising and falling of the chest. Instead, we breathe into the diaphragm at the bottom of the rib cage. Relax through your toes. Let your inner thighs go. You melt into your mat, allowing your body to feel heavy. Feel supported. Breathe deeply and slowly. Breathe deeply and slowly. And commit this thought now. Commit this thought, the feeling of heaviness, the feeling of support, the feeling of content, the feeling of stillness, the feeling of peace, the feeling of calm, and the feeling and the thought of being present in the moment. And with that, you start turning your head side to side, wiggling through your fingers and toes as you come into a full body stretch. Circle through the wrists and the ankles. So then pull the knees into the chest, wrapping your arms around them and rocking, rolling, whatever feels good. Either coming onto your side then to seated, or straight up to seated with partially crossed legs. Into lateral flexion, reminding the spine what it's capable of. Then come into rotation. Then onto all fours, uncross the legs, roll through the spine. Clockwise and then anti-clockwise. One more each way. Then arch out through the back, tuck the toes and come up into down dog. Do 6 pedal pushes here. Big exhale, drive the heels towards the floor. Remember how deep into down dog you managed to get earlier. Let's recreate that. Let's achieve that again. Delve into that stretch. Then walk the hands towards the feet. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Ensuring the knees look at those middle 3 toes and the feet and the knees are under the hips. And then in your own time, roll up through your spine. Vertebra by vertebra, one at a time, lengthening the legs, contract through the glutes, pelvis to neutral, reach up. Exhale, throw the arms. Step in, just wrap in, exhale down, inhale up, and again, and one more time, hold at the top. Open up your heart. Palms to ceiling in our strong neutral stance. And give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for joining me for that one. I do hope you enjoyed it. Pop me a comment below and let me know how you feel after that session. You have a wonderful day. Take care. I'll see you for the next one.